Hello everybody, welcome to Reverse Homesteading. Today I thought I'd do a quick little video on making cuttings from soft wood, kind of soft wood. I just don't want to waste any part of my plant that's there in the garden. When I'm planting things out, I usually give them a bit of a haircut, and I know I don't need these little stems at the bottom of my blueberry. So going into winter is not the best time to do a cutting. It's probably best to do that in spring, but hey, we're going to give it a go. So what you need is, well, what I need is usually I have some sharp secateurs. These ones are virtually brand new. Always look after your tools, warm soapy water after you've used them, and oil, even cooking oil if you don't have any machine oil for them. It's good to keep them in good shape because you'll have them for years. That being said, I haven't always looked after my tools as well as I should, but I'm sure I'm not the only one. I don't have any affiliation with any of these products I'm showing you. This is all purpose. I find it really good because when you tip it upside down, you've got the powder in there. This is striking powder, so it's hormone rooting powder that helps the little roots grow a little bit faster, gives the plant a head start. I'm going to put these inside anyway, so they'll have a good warm temperature inside. Yeah, so you just dip the stick of the cutting into the powder that falls into here. Yeah, anyway, I find that convenient, but apparently that's just a general purpose one. This one is for soft wood, which, you know, it probably all still works. And I've got some cutting or even, whoops, oh, I've got one, losing it. Yeah, a little pot that's quite deep enough for the cutting. These are, well, they call them forestry tubes is what they call them in Australia, because they put trees for forest planting in them. But I find they're good because they're good for just a single little plant, and yeah, it gives lots of room for new roots, which is what we want. So what we need to do, without losing our soil again, is finding where we want to go. Goodness. Finding where we want to go. So this mulch is a little bit too close to the base here. So it's going to be hard to see from that angle. But I'm just going to cut. Just going to cut off everything I can. Not too close to the base, because sometimes you get dirt and stuff around the base of a plant and it gets into the cut, and that's not good. I'm just going to go with the easiest, best cutting at this point. So it depends what kind of plant you're doing, so I'm not going to get too fussy with this. But the super bendy bit at the end, often that's what you don't really want to make it out of. You look sort of down the stem to see where it's got branches. Yeah, some people make really long cuttings. I don't. When I worked at a plant nursery, we didn't make especially long cuttings, but I'm not sure if that was for expediency or if it was just for the best cutting. But yeah, if this was a bit harder at the top, I would cut here and make another cutting out of the base. But at the moment, I am going to cut a bit of the top off. As I lean in the garden bed mulch. I'm just going to cut here, sort of a bit of an angle, and I'm going to cut the base where there's a strong sort of leaf node. Look, here's a little node down here, if you can see that. So I'm going to cut at an angle. These are very sharp, but I didn't quite get that. And then you take the leaves off where the soil is going to be. Should probably do that with the secateurs, at least for this reason. So here you've got too many leaves, so you probably need to cut here, and oh goodness, what am I going to do with that? Just going to take a bit more off the top, poor little thing, and then just take some more leaves off, because leaves lose moisture, and it's called transpiration in little plants like this. And I would even cut these in half here. That looks pretty rough. Maybe I could have kept one. But yeah, 3 or 4 leaves is really all you need at this point. So what we do with the powder is need to wet it a little bit. I should have brought some sort of something to wet it. But yes, so I'll just wet that with the hose. Shake that off. At the plant nursery, we used to use a very diluted bleach solution. So you just put, a whole bag full of cuttings that we'd done over hours into the bleach solution. But I use bleach here, and it's perfectly fine. And we didn't use hormone rooting powder at the plant nursery, and that was fine too. So tap off the excess. Make sure you've covered. Let's see. There's the base and 3 little nodes. If you don't quite have enough powder, I usually just put it on a node further up. It's okay if you break the node off. I kind of usually do that anyway, just because it exposes the inside of the plant so you can get the roots on the outside. So yeah, do a little bit of painting, and then you grab your little pot and put it down as far as you can without the leaves touching the soil. I'm going to take this leaf off as well. Sorry, little plant. Blueberries strike pretty easily, so I don't think it's going to be a big problem. So just firm it down and make sure that none of the leaves are touching, and I can probably push that down a little bit further. Give us another node, and then you get a very, hopefully, soft stream of water, and water it in. And just wait till the water goes down. I think it's almost to the bottom of the pot now, the water. You don't want to wash all the hormone rooting powder off. But yes, put that somewhere safe. This time of the year in Australia, it's getting cold. So yeah, as I said, I'm going to keep that inside and do a couple more. And in the meantime, this little plant, this blueberry plant, yeah, looks a bit spindly now, but come spring it'll bounce back. Pretty sure it's one that's, it's an evergreen one. It's called Denise. Let's see. Oh no, it's deciduous. Anyway, you may lose the leaves from your cutting if it's a deciduous one like this is, but that's okay. I've done that before, and you just get new buds whenever it's happy and it wants to grow new leaves. So just keep them warm, especially this time of the year, because it's not ideal, but I seem to do a lot of things that are not ideal, and sometimes you get away with them. That's the hope anyway. So thanks for watching. Hope that was helpful. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.